stream if you follow it anyway. So like, yeah, I don't know.
All right. But yeah, also if you have Twitch rhymes, be sure to drop them here if you're not throwing them anywhere else. Especially if you're in Georgia, man. Like, even if you don't watch the stream as much, if you see me at a tournament more than twice a month, that means I'm providing a service, especially if you play on my stream consistently.
Right.
Like, that's the one that upsets me the most is like, listen, man, I'm giving you all this content. All right, let me not complain about that right now.
Plus, all these players make, like, I mean, literally first place is like $250. You can't spare $5?
Yeah. Like, I mean, sometimes people have to pay rent. I don't think that's either of these
Yeah,
guys.
I don't think SaltOne has that problem. This man is not even graduated high school yet.
You
Does
know.
he graduate this year?
I think so.
Oh, that's cool. We should all go.
We should all go. That'd be the most ratchet graduation. Could you imagine?
I mean, he's already graduating in Atlanta. It can't be that much more ratchet, right?
You know, Smash players are weird.
That was a good
could
joke.
you imagine,
you
like...
You can give me that one, right?
Yeah. No, well, hold on. I'm going to add... Because you remember when we were at final round right before he beat Anti, by the way.
Dude,
the Finna chant. Could you imagine his name getting
Yeah.
called and then, like, 200 people going,
Yeah.
Finna, Finna, Finna. But no, hold on. I forgot something. All right, so I feel like we haven't said anything about this match. How do you feel about this match here?
I think Perch usually destroys D3 King in this matchup when they play it.
Take that with a grain of salt, because you know D3 King has a solid cloud for the area, but this is SaltOne.
Right.
He's been on the grind for a long time, and he's definitely one of the more notable players. I don't know any other clouds that are in Ultimate really. So I know. In Smash 4, he wasn't really in the conversation for, like, Best Cloud, but I think he might be in the conversation for Best Cloud in Ultimate.
In the conversation? What do you mean? This man is the conversation.
That's true. That's true. Because, again, I don't know any other, like, notable clouds. Granted, I don't pay a lot of attention to players outside of the Southeast because, you know, that's my region.
Right.
So if you guys know any other, like, notable clouds, definitely, you know, say them in the chat that I'm not paying attention to.
I think I remember Tweak saying he was thinking about playing Cloud, but then ultimately decided not to play Cloud.
Yeah.
Because he couldn't find any matchups where he felt like, you know, playing Cloud was the optimal decision.
So, Wrath has Arsene out right now. So I feel like there are two mindsets when people have Arsene out. It's either, all right, let me, you know, run away, try and camp him out, and not get hit by anything because this is super scary.
Right.
Or you just go in and deal as much damage as possible to try and get Arsene out of there faster. Because I think without taking damage, Arsene lasts for what, like a
30
minute?
seconds.
30 seconds?
Yeah, I think it's
okay.
30.
That's not as bad as I thought it was.
But if you think about it, it's double the amount of time that limit is up when it's fully charged.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think it would be a lot harder to camp someone who has an ability out for 30 seconds rather than 15.
Yeah. And then the other thing about Arsene is I feel like it's much more noticeable buffs compared to Cloud's Limit, which this is a very interesting matchup because when we first saw Joker, people were like, oh, it's Bayonetta with Limit. This is fair and balanced gameplay, right?
Yeah, exactly. But I think in actuality, his moves without Arsene aren't all that great. They're good, don't get me wrong.
He's got great combo game.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I lost my entire train of thought. Also, what just happened?
He reset his controller.
Oh.
Hopefully it's working. Yeah. All right. Looks like they're just going to neutral start. All right.
Okay. I have no idea what I was talking about. Also, I just noticed that his character portrait down there changes when he has Arsene out.
Because it sacrifices the mask. Yeah. I think that's like a thing from the game. Oh, that was
also,
really scary.
That's 100% encounter. I feel like no matter what, if you have a counter and you're going against characters like Cloud, you counter when he's below stage like that. Yeah.
I think he was expecting him to snap the ledge, and that's why he didn't go for it. And then he's just like, oh, you're not doing it? All right, eat this.
But even if you, like, I don't think you could possibly space it to where you snap the ledge and don't hit
I just don't think Cloud snaps the ledge at all.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure no matter what, your hitbox goes below the stage and hits up on the ledge.
Speaking of which, first off, you know, Joker with that gun special, because I almost called it down special. That's definitely not what that is. That's a different thing. But one, being able to like catch jumps is ridiculous, and then the way that SaltOne manages to recover without using his up B sometimes, phenomenal.
So I actually don't really think Cloud is the correct decision in this matchup. For one, I think it's particularly easy for a Joker to gimp Cloud because of the fact that he has a counter. So yeah, I think he should either go Roy, which he literally just did, or he should go Snake. I think Roy is probably objectively better because Joker is so light, and he doesn't really have a get-off-me move, if that makes sense. So he's just, like, he might be small, but he's still combo food.
Yes, but at the same time, look at how fast that meter is charged.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. And, I mean, they both have the power to kill very early, but you're going to see Joker, or not Joker, Arsene come out. Yeah. And so now it's, again, the game of, all right, do I want to... And this is Roy, so he's not going to camp him out.
Exactly.
So he's going to be aggressive, and I feel like he's going to be taking a lot of percent for it. And then, like, one more hit, he's basically at kill percent right now. Yeah. So Raph definitely has to make his best use of Arsene, but, you know, he also has to be careful because he is also at kill percent.
So one thing that I feel like Joker can do in this matchup is, before I said that he should be standing on stage and countering, but I feel like if you're playing against Roy and you have RC now, you should be running off stage and countering, because your vertical recovery is actually, like, retardedly good.
Yes.
So, like, you can always, you know, run off, counter the up B, and then immediately up B.
But you also have to be very aware of your meter at that point.
That's
because
true.
it does only last 30 seconds.
Right.
And if it runs out while you're out there, one, your counter might disappear, and two, your recovery might disappear with it. So now, this is going to be a hard match to do it, but being able to down B to charge Arsene is silly. I know against Snake, when I just leave like grenades and C4s all over the place, he's just like, all right, this is a free Arsene, and I don't take like any damage or knockback.
That was a what's another adjective? Good back air.
So one thing I would like to see SaltOne do is, you know, just stay on the injury platform for, you know, the 3 to 5 seconds to kind of time out Arsene. But he's like, nah, I don't want to like mess up my own momentum doing that.
Yeah, I feel like most of the players around here at least aren't really super interested in playing lame, and I think that's playing lame.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I mean, you're playing to win, but like it's also lame. You know what I mean?
It depends on how much is there.
Yeah.
If it's a full charge, you'd be like, all right, maybe I'll just drop into it because I'm going to have to deal with it anyway. But if it's like, all right, if I wait like 2 seconds, it'll be gone. And also, I saw Scat do it to time out the limit earlier. So, I mean...
Yeah, but limit's also significantly shorter.
Yeah. And then he got hit by it anyway. But
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't actually think he was going to make it back right there. I guess it was like an up and to the right air dodge.
Those directional air dodges, godsend in this game. Made so many people's recoveries easier, and yeah.
I'm surprised he had like...
All right, we got some non-esports chants going on. I'm pretty sure I saw a smirk from SaltOne there. I'm not quite sure what started the chant this time, but normally it's just you know walking into a room.
That projectile is legitimately one of the best in the game, and no one can change my mind. Aha / Aegon is
and then the damage over
potent.
time is ridiculous.
Yeah, and it has like super good knockback for absolutely no reason.
Yeah. All right, so that was game 2. Going into game 3, do you think we're gonna see a Sonic counter pick from Raph?
He could. I don't think it would particularly change anything.
I agree. Actually,
I think that's a matchup that not Super Mario Maker. I think that's a matchup that SaltOne is significantly more versed in and would
playing against Nita all the time. Yeah. And then there's also the thing. I feel like sorties can kind of smother Sonic sometimes because they got that long disjoint and maybe not linear approaches, but approaches that are very easy to see.
Yeah, I feel like anybody who has a sword that's confident in their spacing is literally like, no, you can't spin dash at me.
Well, even if you're not super confident, just fade back all the time. Yeah. All right, so game 3, more of the same.
Yeah.
This is a different stage. I don't think they've played on this stage yet. So Raph definitely trying to figure something out. This is a longer stage, so maybe he's feeling like, all right, maybe I'm just getting smothered a little bit too much. Let me have a little bit more space to run around. Maybe spend a little bit more time.
Doing that. I think doing that and Aha / Aegon are probably his best options.
Now the problem with that is they're kind of laggy. So if he can get past it, I feel like he's going to eat a punish for it.
Yeah.
And then a punish from Roy goes a long way. Oh!
That was nice. Yeah, extremely dead.
I like it. Everyone clip that, tweet that at Eat Smash, GR Trash, or whatever the stuff
GR
is.
Trash? Damn.
No, that is one.
Is it?
Yeah.
I think it's GR
There's
Smash.
GR Smash, and then there's a GR Trash that also does it.
That's funny.
Yeah. Shout outs to those guys. Some of them don't always give credit, but for the ones that do, I love you guys.
Yeah.
Even though it's a little bit frustrating sometimes, knowing that there are people out here doing some of the work, and just people tweet clips at you, and you get like 20,000 subs. I'm a little salty, but that's a conversation for later. And I don't think he has a jump.
Yeah.
So Wrath looking like he figured something out.
Yeah,
these last couple matchups.
That's, I told you earlier, he didn't necessarily do what I said earlier, but I think a general strength of Joker in this matchup is edge guarding. He has a significantly better recovery both ways, with Arsene or without it.
Yeah.
So.
You know what I haven't seen a lot of from Wrath so far is the grappling hook extensions.
Yeah, I feel like most people don't do them because it's kind of unreliable, and it's not true.
Yeah.
But I feel like if you do go for it, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks great.
Yeah.
All right, so SaltOne saying, hey man, you may start off great. You got the shield break and the ledge guard, but I'm not out of this. Wrath definitely got to make the best use of this Arsene while he has him.
Salo really needs to stop getting hit by that gun landing.
So you say he needs to stop getting hit by it, but what do you think he should be doing to not get hit by it?
Hold shield longer.
Hold shield?
Yeah.
I can see that, yeah.
He's holding shield for most of it, and then I think that's what he's trying to do is
parry
the
it,
last hit. Yeah.
Just trying to work out the timing.
I need to pop my elbow. Or not pop, whatever.
I didn't realize there was a little snap sound when he does the AHA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's what he's doing, is he's snapping.
I feel like most people would never hear it.
Yep.
Back throw? Not surprised.
Yep.
That, however, did surprise me. I don't even know what. Like, obviously, he hit him with something.
I think it was fair.
Yeah.
Fair's actually a super good edge guarding tool because it hits twice. And it's a pretty good disjoint, too, so it's pretty nice.
Yeah. And it obviously, that wasn't early percents, but it can kill pretty early.
Yeah. Especially if you're against a player like Roy. You can just run off fair him and he's just dead.
Yeah. So, Wrath, doing a great job that game. Again, he got the shield break, and then he got the ledge guard. Mm-hmm. So maybe some more ledge guards. Another shield break would be great, but I'm not going to hold my breath for that. But
Omega Dreamland, okay.
I wonder why.
I'm a personal proprietor of the original Roy skin because I think all of his alts are terrible. None of them. I feel like if he had an alt that matched his hair color, it would be fine. But the red isn't red; it's like orange.
I don't know about like matching his hair color. That'd be kind of strange to see. I like the red from Melee. Like it was a like nice crimson red.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
that is his name, I believe. It's the Crimson Lion. I think.
That would make sense, especially with the hair color. But that being said, what do you feel about this stage in this matchup?
FD?
Yes.
I think it's a pretty bad stage for both of them. I mean, okay. Both of them want to do platform extensions because they're combo-heavy characters, but I think it heavily impairs Joker more than it does Roy. So Joker's platform extensions are
much better.
Yeah.
That being said, I feel like while these are both combo-heavy characters, and having the platforms can do good things for Roy. Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Not having platforms severely limits, landing options.
Yeah.
So it makes it a lot easier to read, and I feel like Roy gets a lot more from reads.
You know what a good landing option is for Joker that, or not necessarily a good one, but one that he could probably mix up that Wrath actually hasn't done yet is the normal counter. Because he doesn't get knocked back when he's in that counter at all. So he can, it's kind of like Ryu's like black thing that he does.
The focus attack.
Yeah.
Well, one of the nice things about the focus attack, though, is there's a mix-up. Like, you can slide forward or back out of it. It's not just falling straight down.
Joker's is definitely falling straight down.
Yeah.
But you can also use it because if you let go when you get hit, it's a counter.
Yeah.
So.
And actually, I feel like we saw Wrath, land into somebody's attack with the counter off stage earlier. I can't remember what match it was, but we saw it, and he got a pretty hefty charge with it. And I feel like, again,
if he back aired him, he would have died.
Yeah, this is a hard matchup to do it in, but I would like to see the counter to charge RC in just a little bit.
Yeah.
But he's running out of time.
I think something that a lot of people aren't really used to in this game is tether recoveries. I don't know if they're necessarily a thing in Smash 4, but I feel like they're a lot more prevalent in this game than they were in Smash 4.
I'm trying to think. The only person I don't think anyone really had a tether recovery in
So
Smash
I think in this game, what a lot of people, I think people realize it, but they don't ever go for it. If you run out in front of a tether recovery,
body block.
you just get hit by it, and they can't recover.
Yeah, I used to do that against Ivysaur all the time in Brawl after I would chain spike them.
So it's the same thing with Joker. Yeah, I mean, obviously when he has Arsene, it doesn't work that way, but that was really nice, and that's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
But I think if you just run out and block his tether recovery, then you just cut them for free. Given this is a really fast-paced match, so like it's it might be kind of hard to do that.
But I feel like Roy / SaltOne is always kind of in his face anyway. So if he knocks him off stage, he's probably in the position to do it.
Right.
Yeah.
He went for it that time.
He did.
But he also got punished pretty hard for it, I think.
Yeah.
It's a pretty laggy option, but if you hit it, then it definitely leads to a lot of good stuff.
Against people that can fall like fast fallers, it's very easy to get punished in it.
I don't know. I think Joker has a lot of potential.
Yeah.
I mean, like a lot of potential.
Now, dealing damage also charges your meter, right?
Yes.
So
it's a bit slower than. Actually, does it? I think it's only when you take damage.
I think it's damage time, like damage either way or time.
Yeah.
But SaltOne is gonna have to close this out very soon. Otherwise, he's gonna have to deal with that Arsene.
If he hits him one more time and he doesn't die, he'll have Arsene.
Yeah, that'll be it. Yeah, attacking that shield. And that is it.
Take your money.
Is it 2-2? I messed up somewhere then. Apparently it's 2-2.
All right.
I thought it was 2-1.
Don't take your money. Yeah. Play another game.
I mean, that's fine. Yeah. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying this match. Let's do it.
I should have been charging my phone while we were doing this. It's whatever. I'll just play Fire Mortars.
So somebody in chat says that is not how tethers work. They prioritize ledge, and I know for a fact that is not true because I have done it to Pokemon trainers.
Yeah.
It might just be Ivysaur.
It might be like a joke.
I forgot this stage was legal.
Yeah. I really think this might sound weird, but I think this stage is not healthy. And I mean that because because first off, you have triple biplats most of the time when you do this.
Unova Stadium.
Secondly,
and this one.
you generally only pick this. I mean, obviously it's not true right now, but you generally only pick it to specifically counter teleport recoveries. And I think that's really dumb that this stage is
that they have to waste the ban on
only
that.
pickable that it specifically counters, a very small portion of the cast. It's really weird.
And I mean, like you said, there's already 3 biplats, and the only real difference in this one is just the height of the platforms. I know Snake can't up tilt through them, but I think, I mean that matters. But again.
Oh, let's go shit a little bit too early right there and actually dies to the not dancing blade. That
double-edged dance.
Yeah.
But that was not what he wanted.
There.
And Raph saying, "Hey man, that's fine.
Yeah.
I will not homie stock you." Even though I think we saw SaltOne homie stock scat earlier, and then he lost the game.
Yeah, and then he literally lost the game.
Yeah. But he won the set.
I respect that.
Just that little snap gets me every time.
Yeah.
And there are so many people who aren't going to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Because I feel like you have to have pretty good quality headphones in order to actually hear that.
Yeah. Headphones on in general.
Yeah.
Because with all this ambient noise, especially if you're playing at a turn like this, like, what are you talking about?
Oh! I can't believe they just did that to him. Did he miss the tech, or did he tech and then he just read it?
I don't know.
Yeah, that was
because it looked like he tried to counter.
Yeah.
And then he's just like, nope, I'm just gonna wait it out. And then RC, that's I mean, he killed him pretty early.
I hate that.
When it comes through.
Yeah, that should not be a thing. Did you see that? That was on the ledge and off ledge at the same time. The Aegon, lingering hitbox.
Yeah. So, you're talking about the little flash when Arsene comes up?
Yeah.
I feel like even as Joker, I would be terrified when that comes up. It's like, where am I? What's going on?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that gun landing a little bit too much and punished it pretty hard.
All right. So that's it